So you can go first with your story. Hi. Hi, everybody. This is Kim.
And this is Jess.
And we are the girls from I Want to Be Different. Wishing everybody a happy Monday. Yeah, hoping everybody had a fantastic weekend. I feel horrible.
What?
Nothing. You're supposed to catch that. But anyway, wishing everybody a fantastic, happy Monday. And we are here because it is Motivate Me Monday.
Yes.
And I love that. I love that people are starting to think about Motivate Me Monday. There are a few people in my life, like my brother. I love him. Him and his fiance, girlfriend. Hello, hi. Hint, hint. No.
Shout out.
Right. We were at my dad's and my hair is tall. So, okay.
These are the things that distract us. Anyway.
We were at my dad's on Monday for the holiday. And he kind of asked me, my brother, I love him. And he said, so, no Motivate Me Monday today. And I was like, no, buddy, baby.
Did we forget?
No, yesterday
I don't remember.
I think we've totally messed up something.
I think we just realized a mess up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But anyway, we'll fix this. We will fix this.
We'll get back on track.
No, yeah, we will. We'll get back on track. But yeah, that just kind of made me feel good that people are, just watching the videos and hopefully being motivated.
Yeah. Thanks for everyone's encouraging words. I want people to know that it matters to us and that we do really care and we do really listen. So, thank you for taking time to tell us.
Exactly. So,
okay.
yeah.
So,
our weekend. Person? Yes, just them told about her weekend.
No, it was good. This is gonna sound horrible because every time we do one, it's and it's not my fault.
Why isn't it your fault?
It's never.
Because last week we talked about the fact that I was perfect, and I think this is her week to talk about the fact that she's perfect.
Yes. I've reached it. No, my husband is out of town again.
Oh,
I just said that. So he's out of town again for a week now. So we're gonna move on. So Joel left on Saturday. So he left real early. What did we do Saturday? I don't think we did much, but we spent a lot of time this weekend with family.
That's good.
It was a holiday weekend, so we had a sleepover at my parents' house, which I decided that you kind of, when you stay, some people may not do this, but whenever I stay with my parents, I get home and I'm like, oh, it's time to be a big kid now, an adult now. I don't
have all of that responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah, we were sharing it, and then you get home and it's like, oh yeah, I gotta do everything now. So that was interesting. I had to give myself a pep talk on that. But overall, I think it was a good weekend. The thing that I'm learning
with your parents.
Yeah, I love family. My husband knows that. But yeah, no. And so I think the thing that I've learned is with Joel going out of town, it was kind of one of those things where before he left, he said, I don't want you to get mad at me for going out of town. And so, because I think as women, we do that. We're like, yeah, you can go on that trip. But then when they get back, we're mad and angry that we've just had to spend all week with the kids. And
I think it is something, that sometimes we have to fight. And then also, I think on the male side of it, I think they have a responsibility to leave us in a place where we don't have to struggle with that. You know what I'm saying? I just come from a line of women that have always said, that both parties have to participate here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, both parties have to participate. It's not just me.
And he did a good job, helping me out on the front side of things. So that's nice going into it, not having to, he was helping with baths at night, things like that. Yeah. So that's helpful. I think that the hard part, too, is, when they come back. And then I've even heard, Stephen Furtick say, sometimes, I'm missing them. I'm gone all week. I'm missing my family. And then I get back, and, you're back for 5 minutes, and you're like, ooh, I want to be back.
Right. I want to go.
I want to be on the vacation again because this is hard. And so sometimes like I was telling before, sometimes he needs a minute. And so then me just being okay with that and allowing for that. So
I think it's just something that as women we have to on purpose do to Oh, okay. We have to on purpose do to help make our marriages better and keep the peace in it.
Yeah.
On our part, we have to keep the peace in it on our part. But that's good, just that that because sometimes I think God puts certain situations in our lives as tests for us if we're really wanting to grow. How are you going to handle this?
Right.
How are you going to walk the walk? You've been talking the talk. Are you going to walk the walk?
Right. Because I told him whenever he said that, don't get mad at me. I said, I've come to a place where
that's good. I'm
just not there anymore. I'm not going to get petty and angry over something so silly. Yeah. And so now I just have to really do it.
Exactly. And that's our thing. Yeah, as women, we have to just really do it. Just get in there and do it. And like we're always talking about, you just got to wait for those feelings to catch up. You just do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. So, no, that's good, Jess. My weekend, it was good. I think the drama kind of started Friday. The thing that I even typed it up in my phone. I was like, drama, oh my goodness. No, yeah, drama free here. I need a sign that says drama free zone. Yeah. But like Friday, I got home and, I'm working these 10-hour days now. So I get home and I'm ready to see my family and everybody's in the family room and I come in and I could tell my husband was kind of like in a mood. And I'm the playful one in the relationship. And so I'm coming in and I'm just like bugging at him and like, how you doing? But I'm still tired. You know what I'm saying? But I still on purpose want to be able to give my family a better side of me than just the tired 10-hour Kimpo side. Yeah. So I'm making an effort to do this on purpose. Yeah. So he's just kind of like not feeling me. And so I'm just like kind of bugging at him. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine. Because I was still checking with him to see if he needed anything. How was your day? Did you go off on anybody at work? Did they push you to that point?
Did you still have a job?
Yeah, exactly. So, he was just kind of chilling in his chair. So I was just like, you know what? I literally said, let me just go. I'm going to get some downtime. I'm going to read my Bible and I'm going to just go to bed. So that's kind of what I did. And the thing is like Saturday when we woke up, like Saturday, I had to work from home. Oh, yeah. So I got up early, about 5-ish, and I got all logged in and stuff, and I'm working. And so I remember the night before, Friday, I asked him if he needed anything. So he comes to me while I'm working, and he's looking downstairs for something, and then he comes back and he says, don't you remember those books you took out of the garage, or I took out of the living room closet? And I was like, yeah. And he said, where are they? And I was like, I said, they're downstairs. I put them downstairs in storage. And he went downstairs and he looked for them and he came back up and he couldn't find them. Well, he couldn't find them and he came back up. And while he was down there, I heard him. He was groaning like, oh. I knew it was one of those, this woman here, she moved my stuff and I didn't want her to move it anyway. So while he's coming up the steps, I'm thinking like, Lord, you know what? I'm already thinking in my mind, see, the devil is setting me up to get upset because he's making me replay the night before saying, like, hey, I was trying to ask you if you needed anything. And so now that I'm working this morning, you want to interrupt me? That's where I was on that. You want to interrupt me? I'm the one that got up at 5:30 this morning. Or whatever. This is all the stuff that is going on in my mind. And I was like, okay. So he's coming up the steps and I'm like, Lord, help me when he's walking up the steps to be able to say the right thing to him and not just like tell him, not now, brother. You don't know. You had your chance last night. So he's coming up the steps and he goes, well, I can't find him. And so I didn't pass the test. Well, I didn't, not in a bad way. I didn't go off like I wanted to. I just, that one thing that I wanted to say, I went ahead and said it. I just said, you could ask me last night. And that wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was just, I knew that I was feeding my flesh. My motive behind it wasn't right. I could still ask him that, but I was just feeding my flesh. And so I get up in our little womanly way and I just sit my computer down and I go downstairs and he goes, just tell me where they are. And I was like, I just walked down the steps and I didn't say anything. And I have to admit on here in front of everybody that where I told him that they weren't there. So I went searching another place like, oh, okay. So, I let my pride down. I opened up the door and I was like, oh, it's here. And I went on back up the steps and I just started working around the house. And then he tells me, that he's going to run an errand real quick. And the devil starts playing over and over again because I had asked him that Friday night if he could go to the store for me Saturday morning for some reason before he left to go and do his job. But then in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, so he needs something now. He can run to the store, but he knows I got to work. You know, and so he needs it now. He can run to the store, but I had to work, and he said, no, I can't do that. I got to run and do my side job. So I'm all of this, but I know in my mind, like, you know what, the devil has set me up to be upset. And what I said, you know what, I'm going to put a stop to it right now. Mm-hmm. You know, I said, I'm not going to feed into that. He went and he did what he had to do. And when he came back in, I got up and I went in the kitchen, and we just started giving each other that look like, you know, you being silly, you know, and he'll look at me like that, and then he'll say something like, girl, just get on. And I'll be like, boy, you just get on, you know. So that's our way of saying, okay, we're cool now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I chose to not let that go on any further. And it's just like, what I had in my notes is like, we just have to, on purpose, like going back to those thoughts, we have to resist the devil at his onset. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, just that was early in the morning, and he's just ready to put something, serve you something on the table for you to eat. And sometimes in this case, you have to be particular of what you eat from that enemy. Seriously.
Especially if you're not a morning person.
There you go.
And you're just like,
you know,
ready
this
to
is
even.
all, you know, so, and like I said, and it was just the fact that that night before, I was like, you know, I was trying to talk to you, brother. You know, but I let all of that go, and we did. We ended up having a great weekend. The Memorial Day, we hung out, and we went to play basketball. He dropped me off at Jazzercise, and we just had peaceful moments. We really, really did. And I realized my husband, I think I posted a message on Facebook saying that he's a keeper. He really helps me through and listens to me, and he gets me through back to my Mondays after the weekends. You know what I'm saying? And then I also said in probably about 15 or 20 minutes, I'll be frustrated with him. You know, that's just how it goes. We're doing marriage. We still, after all of that.
We're still people.
Mm-hmm. But it was great. And Jesse, that's right. With my kids at home, it was a little better. Liberty got up a little earlier again because she heard the fan fall in the bedroom. So she got up and she started asking for stuff, and I'm like, okay, this is just my lot right now. This is what I'm supposed to do. I have to learn how to manage it. Mm-hmm. So it's not, every situation is not, why God, what's going on? Sometimes we just have to set ourselves and say, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. God help me to just sort it out and do it how I'm supposed to do it.
If you're a wife and a mother, that's probably enough.
There you go. Just God help me. So, no, but that was our weekend in a nutshell, and we hope that our little craziness really does motivate you, and hopefully sometimes it'll motivate you to pick up the Word of God, because I hope that we're just bringing across to you, those are the things that help us.
Yeah, and we've always said to encourage you, and then just to know that you're not alone.
Yes.
As wives and mothers,
we got Jesus, time. But we still crazy.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah.
So,
but no.
So we just hope that, like we said, this encourages you, and we will be talking to you soon, I'm sure.
Yes, we will. So check us out
on Facebook, YouTube. You can subscribe to us, or check us out on Instagram. So
at I Want to Be Different.
Yeah. And
is this going to be too long? Should I say? It's not a long
Go.
Thing. Okay. What I was going to say is that we do post a Motivate Me Monday, but we also post
scripture, like
a Bible talk, real talk.
Yeah, real talk.
And that'll just be labeled, this is our next episode. Where our Motivate Me Monday is actually a Motivate Me Monday.
And more about our weekend.
Yes. There you go. That's all I wanted to get out there.
Good.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.